Whenever we're tempted to murmur, there's always at least two things that we forget. First, we forget that what we deserve at the hands of God is nothing but punishment. And then we forget also the mercy and all the love which he has shown us in his acts and his promises. And the murmurings of Israel were heard by God, and more than heard, they were answered. God answered their murmurings, not in judgment, but in mercy. And in this case, murmuring seemed to produce the same effects as prayer would have. But had they cast themselves on God by dependent prayer, not only would their need have been supplied, but their faith would have been strengthened, their peace deepened, their hopes increased. And as it was, however, an answer to a murmuring and unhumbled spirit, and not to a praying and dependent spirit, one purpose of the supply was to prove them, as we see by referring to verse 4, where it says, "Then said the Lord unto Moses, Behold, I will rain bread from heaven for you, and the people shall go out and gather a certain rate every day." And why? Why? That I may prove them whether they will walk in my law or not. And we will see now that in what way it did show what was in their hearts. And we all know what was in the nature of the supply given in answer to Israel's murmurings. And it was twofold. They longed for the flesh pots of Egypt. And so God gave them flesh. They thought of the time when they had eaten bread to the full. And so God promised them bread from heaven.